Alright, welcome pirates. We got some meta Vivi for what's coming out in OP7. It's a little bit slower start the first couple turns here, but we're going to go ahead and keep this hand. We got two events that can keep us alive, Rad Beam and Happiness Punch. We got a pudding to deal with any yellow shenanigans. And we got a boa, top end, rush her out, Dawn 8. So we draw a Marco, that feels good. We're just going to stack our hand since he gave us Dawn 2. So go ahead and draw. This is another one that I think it might just be filler or go down to less slots, is Guillaume, or however you pronounce her name. It's good against people that play a lot of events, but I like having pudding in that four drop spot. Usually end up only playing Guillaume if we get late game and I just need another body on the field. He must not have anything to set up here. He's taking a long time to think and get everything on. Leader. Oh wait, he didn't even attack. He must have accidentally messed that up. Because that would have been probably a free life for him. We're putting out early. I feel like if they have 6 cards in hand, I automatically play it no matter what. I just force myself to, because I'll wait the next turn and then they'll just empty out their whole hand. And I'm really trying to avoid that. You want to get as much benefit for you, card advantage, from playing that pudding. Get another Shanks. Not bad. He's got 5 Dawn, so he can start playing some of his big bros. Not sure. He hasn't set up anything, so I'm not sure what what's all in the deck yet. 4 Dawn, go to 6 next turn. Maybe just play Marco. 10,000, all Dawn again. What is this? Oh no, we're not putting that in his hand. That is a terrible idea. Rather just have that in my hand. Alright, we get another Rad Beam. Endgame, we're looking good. A lot of defense. Still leaning towards the Marco, I think, just to get the Garp off the field and keep his bodies down. No point in swinging with pudding, so I think that's probably just gonna be my turn. We got 1 Dawn up. We keep, some of that defense. Sometimes it's nice, like even if if you're not gonna swing, or if you know you're gonna kill whatever you're swinging at, leave that 1 Dawn up and make them think you have something, even if you don't. This time I think this pressure with pudding is nice since he's got no bodies on the field. He puts up the counter. That's fine. Keeps him down to 5. We don't have another pudding, so we're not trying to rip his hand apart. He does this turn. He really has not done much. That turn that he forgot to attack probably really screwed him. And I'm not sure what he was doing on his 3 Dawn turn. Rush Luffy, always good. Let's see. Okay, he's gonna come at me. That's good for us. Do I defend? We got the 0 drop. We got 2 0 drops in our hand. So we could defend and not lose anything offense-wise. What are we doing next turn, though? We play Boa. Boa doesn't affect Luffy, though, so maybe not do that. We're gonna have to... Yeah. Let's give it to him. Yeah, that's fine. Get another Boa. These are going to be some free form videos. We're just trying to get better. How are we doing this? We got 3 life. What do we do this turn? Probably start going for life. 8. We could get a boa out with rush. Fill hand again. I really want to swing that pudding though, get 3 attacks. Gotta remember he's gonna get that Luffy back to hand. No targets for the boa though. We decide to end the turn. Keep some defense up. We got 3 bodies for next turn. And we're just denying him that rush Luffy. Because now when he plays it, hopefully, if he doesn't hide it again, we might be able to Shanks it away. A 10 dawn turn coming up. Should be able to drop the Shanks unless they go real crazy with it. We'll see what they do. Might skip ahead if this guy takes any longer. Still looking good. Like, the amount of defense we have in this deck is mainly to keep your characters alive. Once you get down to 2 life, then you can like start using your rad beams to save yourself. Alright, we got Dawn Attachment Nami and a Joe on the right, which is never good seeing her. If we can bottom her, that'd be better than Shanksing her or attacking into her. And we got another Nami, which gives Sabo another Dawn. And then he just attaches the rest. 10,000. Do we big league him? Block it out? Or we just give it to him? We give it the rad beams online next turn. I think Happiness Punch would take us to 8,000. Then... Or, my bad, I did my math backwards. Minus 3,000 for him. Trying to think. We probably get rid of another 0 drop is probably the best play. I do like having those for the boa and Shanks though, but only having one of those in my hand, I would rather keep those and probably just get rid of, yeah, another one. Boom, and we survived 10,000. Got another pudding, it's worthless. It's basically just a me to counter in hand. So now we don't want to Shanks the Joe off. I think, yeah, we just play boa, make it so she can't attack, buy us an extra turn, and should be able to rush it out and keep both rad beams open. And we'll still have a Gum Gum Rain as backup. That allows us to play Shanks the turn after if we don't take a life or draw into something better. That's probably what we're going to play next turn. Yeah, we get another 0 drop event, which is always fine. If we really needed to, we would just throw the 0 drop to the 0 drop, counter with pudding, and then that leaves us with both rad beams. So we're looking good on defense. 8. They'll probably take it. Unless they have 2, it'd be 7, 9. They need 2 2Ks in hand, so we'll send both the boas his way. He just got a Luffy to his hand, so if he didn't block the first one, he's probably not gonna block the Marco. But let's see if he's got 1 2K, and then we'll swing with the boa after. You can always, okay, he took it. So we got boa probably coming next. And we also have pudding, which we could think about putting 1 Dawn on her. Keep 1 rad beam open in case he does something dumb. The 2 Namis that attached on are always annoying to see on board, but I don't have any removal to deal with them. really considering attacking with, pudding. Which I think is the right move, because we got 4 characters on board. I have a rad beam and 2 separate 0-cost events, and a pudding. So they're probably not going to die. As long as we keep our board, we should win. Just win next turn. They kind of did misplay in the beginning, and or maybe didn't get a good hand. But I thought this was a good game to show you guys how this deck is supposed to function. You got to see the pudding, Marco come out, Boa come out. We weren't rushing them, but they were giving us effects when they entered, which is still fine. We're just building a board presence. We got all the defense we needed, and we did have enough interaction that I wasn't really worried about it if he did get like another 3 rush Zoro, or if he's playing 5-cost Sabo or Ace. He's got another Garb. Not sure. At this point, he might just know that it is the end for him. Or I would hope. Well, he drew back up to 5. Might take a couple more turns. He did get that Zoro. So I thought we might just skip. Oh, he decides to play a Momo blocker. Usually not bad. He hides the Joe. That's fine. That buys him time though, which sucks. But the Momo's not gonna stick because we're gonna shanks that. Ooh. He's hateful towards the pudding. He's swinging 7,000 at pudding. We just save it. Oh, we can't because Rad Beam's down. Oh, I guess we gotta let the pudding go. If Rad Beam was up, I totally would have saved it just to do it. I don't want to let him have it. I think I'm really... Oh, I can 3,000 and pudding to keep it, which I think is probably the right play. We'll do like 0-drop event with 0-drop event, maybe? Oh, okay, we just let it die. Yeah, probably best to probably let that die after I talked it out. Ooh, and we get a Kaido. I love playing this one. I think here I'm thinking about just swinging both Boas and Marco, keeping pressure, forcing him to use Momo, and then we just play Kaido and draw 3 more cards. And we're buying an extra turn. There's no way he kills us next turn. And we just get bigger board presence. Send another Boa. The Joe doesn't really bother me because, again, he's not going to present lethal with how much defense I have. And we still haven't decided what to do with her Tendon. This is just off attacking. I can still just shanks, whatever. Okay, so he's not gonna use Momo this turn, which is fine because that lets us play Kaido this turn and then sets up Shanks next turn. We just Shanks the blocker off the board and swing with Kaido, I think. Oh, okay. Oh, he probably saves it though to countering. Yeah, okay, he did. That's fine. Pulls a card from hand, and I think next turn we're still getting closer. Buy-in time, which is what this Vivi deck wants to do. You want to buy... I know turn 6 isn't that late, but you're not doing stuff the first couple turns other than getting more cards in your hand. Setting up. I think the right play is to probably do Kaido. Rock the defense, because either way I gotta get a 10 cost out. There's no point in playing the pudding, so I gotta go all in. Might as well get 4 extra cards in hand, I think is probably the right play. Play Kaido. We finally get a Gravity Blade. That's gonna save us. That's where the Joe's gonna go. Get bladed. We got another boa if we really wanted to rush her out, but Shanks and the Momo's probably best. He says every night to get her. Ha ha ha. I don't know what that means. He's only got 1 life left, and we got a lot of attackers coming in to finish him off, hopefully this turn. Got Marco, Boa. We haven't drawn an Automa to deal with minusing power to help out Marco, so there's not really many targets he's gonna get rid of that I care about at the moment. Not worried about dead air because this is gonna get cut out. I think right now he sees the writing on the wall and he can't find that out. Which I don't think he has an out unless he's got like 2 Momo blockers in hand. Which even so, Gravity Blade's gonna take 2 of them. Oh, 3 Dawn activation, we got a Rush Zoro, boom, there it is. Still not worried. He's at most gonna have 4 attackers and we have 2 0-drop events. It's gonna save us against at least one of them, so not worried about dying. Okay, looks like he's gonna swing 9 with Joe. But at what? I don't know if they're gonna swing at me or at a creature. At this point, you should already been swinging at the creatures. I'm too far ahead, I think, for... $9,000 at me, yeah. I think we just let him have it and then Rad Beam's online next turn. We could just Boa, rush, and we got 2 Rad Beam open. Neat. $9,003. Yeah, we just take this. There's an Automa. He hides Joe back again in life. Again, not really worried about him buying that life because he's still backpedaling. He's trying to buy time, whereas I've already bought enough time to get to where I'm trying to go. I got 2 of the Boas out, which are my underneath Shanks, and Kaido is my next biggest creature. I don't know what mythical quest this guy's crafting, but I don't see a way out for him. He gives 2,000 to Zoro. That's gonna be annoyingly good. And a Hiyori. Ooh, I forgot it can take bottom life, so he's gonna put the Joe as a last life. He's gonna stack on top of it. Okay, that's kind of annoying. We're gonna have to be careful about how we play around this. In theory, since he has yellow, he could play that Nami. So if I were to swing with Boa or Kaido or whoever I'd rush out first, hit them, I could lose my Marco because I'm pretty sure Nami does 5 or less. So we're gonna have to be careful. First thing we want to swing with next turn is probably gonna be the Marco. Still only looking at, okay, we're gonna, I wonder if I play this correctly, because I think I should let it go to the grave and then bring it back with an event. Let's see if I decide to block and save it though. Don't do it. Oh, I did. Because that right there, if I use Pudding or Boa, losing an extra card that I didn't need to. I could have just let him die and come back with just the event that I used. So, misplay there, but nothing that's gonna hurt us when we're sitting with like 10 cards in hand versus 3. Another 6. Save Marco with Marco. Seems right. It didn't really matter though, because I had enough events that Marco was not gonna die. And we get another Automa. Really got to consider swinging first versus deciding what to do. But getting rid of the blocker is always good. Getting rid of Haiori is also good. If he has another Momo blocker, I don't need him gaining another life because I left the Haiori out instead of dealing with his Zoro. I don't even think I guess I do. We just board management and we just snowball in after this. Go 8 there, force him. If he does save it, then we just attack it again. He doesn't save it, so now we just go for life. 3, I can swing 8k, 12k. We swing. Trying to do the math here. We swing 8 with Boa. You would have to have 2 2Ks to save. So let's see if you can save against 7 with Marco. Because if you can't save with Marco, I think I also remembered after I swung with that Boa, I forgot to swing with Marco first. But I guess it was okay since we swung at a character. Oh, that is unfortunate. We'll probably buy him a turn. But he's got 1 card in hand. So. We swing the Kaido. He gets the Joe back on the field. That's fine. We're not missing anything there. He's got no life though, and 3 cards in hand. We win next turn. We can go ahead and skip ahead a little. What's he end up doing here? We got 2 rad beams up, a 0 cost event. Okay, he gets a rush Luffy, so we're gonna have possibly 3 attackers. The rad beam's gonna save us. And possibly a red trigger if we're lucky. 2k, Automa. Easy block there. Oh, we go super ducks. That's fine too. They have less value than Automa is probably why I did that. So now that the first attack failed, there's basically no way for us to lose this turn. Got enough 2Ks to deal with Joe and Sabo with a rad beam on each. 7, 8. Will he add 1 more? No, he's just gonna swing 8 at me. Go rad beam, goes right over it. He's still got 5 Dawn up, so I feel like he's got a Momo, maybe. Gain a life back, a blocker. Still doesn't save him as long as I have Shanks in hand. Yep, and he concedes. Writing's on the wall. It's a good game. It took a little longer to get there at the end, dealing with this board and the Joe shenanigans, but it's a fun deck to play. I'll have another video up here soon showing Law versus Vivi. But until we set sail again, have a good night, pirates.